Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. So you've just seen the We Are Driven intro again. Still pushing Archie's journey, still pushing Bradley Lowry Foundation. Get yourselves over to Facebook and click all those like buttons. Go get yourselves over to justgiving.com/campaign/Archie's journey and go and donate on there if you can as well, please. Thank you very much. Right, tonight, round 7 of the Creative Motorsport Ford Focus Cup hosted by TANSO Racing Group over on Facebook. Get yourselves over there, click all those like buttons, sign up if you want some. So we are live from Mt Panorama over in Bathurst. For some reason I've wanted to call it Mount Paramount all day. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. So, a short little qualifying for you lot, 5 minutes, and then 2 15-minute endurance races. No rush tonight. The P1 boys have finished their league, so I haven't got a flap about them messing about during quali or in between the races tonight, which is good. Let's just have a look. So only 8 drivers in the lobby by the looks of it. Still in practice. Nobody else looking to join at the minute. Let's just have a look at some scores then. Luke Doherty Band. Evening, sir. It's game on tonight. Hope my plan pays off like last season. Well, we'll see. And as you can see on the score sheet there, very close between Luke Doherty, who's in the chat right now. Should be concentrating on his race, but you know. And TRG Cutler. TRG Cutler sitting in first then with 239 points. Luke Doherty in second, 231. We've got Johnny C sitting in third with 153. Waldy in fourth with 135. We've got Ofskis in fifth with 132. Ghost Rider 6th with 121. Scrabo in 7th with 110. Conrad Racing in 8th with 107. We've got Foghorn Leghorn on 98 points and WRSR Corky on 88 points. No penalties from last week's round at Willow Springs. So just before we jump into the room, don't forget peeps, still merch available if you want it. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Let me know sizes, etc, etc. So t-shirts and stickers available if you want. Give me a shout. Right, let's get ourselves in then. So, Mt Panorama. An actual road circuit. There are people's driveways that turn up on the race course. It is shut off obviously for racing. Let's see if we've got in the room. We've got TRG Cutler, we've got Luke Doherty, WRSR Corky, Waldy, Foghorn, Ofskis, Conrad and Scrabo. So only 8 drivers on track. Hopefully they can keep it all pretty close together on track and give you lots of good racing. Once they start spreading out, it'll just be incidents into the wall with the ×10 tyre wear that'll cost them. So still not into this qualifying just yet. Big shout out to the boys over at Creative Motorsport as well, putting their name behind this one. So that you can see the boys are rocking Creative Motorsport liveries, TRG Cutler being a prime example. So the checkered flags, a few different colour variations of it, but that's as close as we could get to their Ford Fiestas, a Ford Focus, so that's what we've done. Here we go, looks like they're just about to start quali. Anyone watching the racing today? Not the Formula 1, screw that. Screw the F1. Oh, Waldy in the background and a little bit wrong. So qualifying then, just kicking in. Little 5-minute, so it's only going to be 2 laps around here. Maybe 3. They might be able to squeeze 3 in. Corner then, not messing about. Straight out. I don't need my mouse. My mouse is not going to do me any favours for this, is it? Right, so let's put the usual bump on. Everybody pretty much out on track. Let's go for a bit of a lap with Corky. So he is just coming up this first straight up the mountain straight as it is. Into Griffins. Again, can be a tricky circuit, this one, if you're not too sure of it. Through the BP cutting then, another again tricky corner, this one. Easy to clatter into the wall, looks exactly like that's what Foghorn's done. Corky then squeezes himself through as he runs up through Reed Park. Again, tricky little section, got to keep it out of the wall, over the brow of the hill then. Down through Sulman. Bit across the grass then into Philanani, I don't know. And here we go then into the dipper. Tricky little section, this hard on the brakes, through the right, into the left, into the right. Got to get the speed right through here. WRSL Corky not getting that quite right. Yeah, you've got to, not too sure how you take it in these front wheel drive Ford Focuses. In the bigger sort of GR3, GR4 cars, it's down a gear per corner almost. So out of Forest Elbow, catches the wall on the way out. And then down Conrod Straight. Headed down towards the chase then, over the brow of the hill, maximum speed. Through the little kink to the right, just at the bottom here. Hard on the brakes at the 150, get this thing slowed down into the chase. Used to be a straight on, but they kinked it to stop people dying at the end here. It did just come straight all the way down this. Into this final turn then, through Murray's. Cleanest of laps from WSR Corky, but a lap nonetheless. It is an out lap as well, so it won't be one of the quicker ones. Right, let's have a flick through then, as everybody apart from Foghorn, who's unfortunately got all sorts of damage. Yeah, but if he pits, that's his qualifying over. At the minute, he's faster than Conrad. Conrad on an hour lap, so Cutler. Again, nobody actually put a hot lap in. 2:31 for him. Luke Doherty, 2:33. Again, no reflection of race pace at the minute. That was out laps. They will only get... Yes, Scally, how you doing, brother? They will only get one opportunity to put a hot lap in here with the 5-minute qualifying. Or will they squeeze a second one out? Minute left on the clock. Some drivers might if they can get through this sort of section cleanly. Here's Ofsky's taking the section. We saw WRS Corky get it wrong. Down through the gears then, keeping it out of those walls. That's what it's all about. Down towards this Forest Elbow. Keep it out of the wall on the way in and the way out. Carry as much of that speed as possible. 140 as he hits the brow of the hill. What's he going to get by the time he brakes at the chase? He was already slowing down. I saw him at 152. Let's get ourselves on with Cutler. He's managed to pick himself up a penalty. So that's this lap thrown in the bin, unless he loses that before the line, which he does do. But okay, Luke Doherty takes pole, 2:21. These boys did get across the line, so they do get a chance to put another lap in, although Cutler's got another penalty to lose. Ofsky's then, I think, is done. Conrad also done, so Ofsky's is going to be third. Waldy is going to be fourth. A little damage on the front end of Waldy's car. Scrabo is going to be fifth. Foghorn in sixth. Conrad seventh. And WSR Corky back in the pits. So it's just a battle between these two then. Oh, Cutler. No, that's pretty much it in the bin for Cutler. He's got 0.4 of a second penalty to lose. And he's drifting that Ford Focus into these turns now. So maybe Luke Doherty's strategy is going to play off. He did say that in the chat. .221.6 to beat, but Cutler is going to be nowhere near that. Luke struggling through there. Foghorn put a time in. He came in sixth. Fair play. What did you get? 3:0. Wow, 3:045. How did he beat? Oh, Conrad, you didn't even get an outlet. You didn't even get a hot lap in. Wow. All up in the air then, up in the air. I can't even talk. Look, WSR Corky still in the pits. Luke Doherty still ghosting, but sitting on pole. These two boys just got to finish these laps off then. Cutler's determined not to finish this lap off without a penalty. He's got away with that. So second on the grid for Cutler. Luke Doherty might not even make it round here. No, he's parked up. He's having some sneaky practice starts at the beginning where nobody's looking. So we will jump straight into race one, I think. I don't think there's got to be any jigging with the grid order, so should pretty much be either when that timer ticks down on the bottom right or when Luke crosses the line. There you go. So qualifying done. Luke on pole, Cutler second, Ofsky's third, Waldy fourth, Scrabo fifth, Foghorn in sixth. I think it's still going to be Conrad seventh. And Corky at the back of the pack in eighth. Yes, it is. Corky sitting at the back of that pack there. Right, PlayStation, what kind of view are you going to give me? Meh, it's not bad. It's not on pole, but meh, it's not bad. Wait for these lights to go green and we'll get ourselves underway for race one then. Revs hit the highest limit with green now. Cutler's in reverse, he's caused chaos. We smashed into Waldy. Waldy's being pushed all the way to the back of the pack. What happened, Cutler? What happened, Cutler? Cutler then holds second, but dreadful start for him. Back the whole pack up. Ofsky's then in third. Foghorn, Leghorn getting a good start. He's all the way up to fourth. Scrabo in fifth. Conrad sixth. Corky seventh. And Waldy coming worse off out of everyone there. No damage on his car, luckily, so Cutler not going full speed into him. He's also made up another place past Corky. He's looking to get his way past Scrabo as well. He's done so. Side by side with Scrabo. Oh, Scrabo into the wall. Far too fast. Corky's done the same thing and put it backwards as well, trying to keep up. Waldy then got to battle his way through. Luke Doherty 1.6 seconds out with Cutler's reversing off the grid. Maniac, 2 seconds between himself and now third place Ofsky's. Again, Big gaps developing already in race 1. Foghorn Leghorn holding 4th. Conrad in 5th. Waldy 6th. It's looking a bit tasty here between these two. Oh, Conrad's got it all wrong, and he might even take another driver out, has he? No. Corky's left the room. No. It's all going wrong for everybody tonight. Scrabo gets through to 6th. Foghorn Leghorn puts it in the wall, then through the cut-in. All sorts of damage on for him. No damage for Scrabo. We've lost Corky already. And Luke Doherty continues to lead. Pulling time as well, 2.4 seconds. Medium tyres on the front, super softs on the rear for Luke Doherty. Cutler has gone for softs on the front and super softs on the rear. So we'll see whether Luke Doherty's tyres help him out or slow him down. Cutler then 2.7 seconds back, but pulled all sorts of time from 3rd place off skis. 5.2 seconds the gap. Conrad Racing now all over the back of him. Oh, outbreaks himself a little bit into the backup off skis, pushes off skis wide. Off skis is going to have to go mega defensive now down towards turn 1. Is Conrad going to go for the move? No, he backs off. Backs off, allows off skis to keep that position. Maybe a little bit of guilt setting in from the rear end contact, but now we can have a good run up the mountain straight towards, what's that corner called? Griffiths, that's the one. Closing up then over the brow of the hill. He's gone to the inside of the line. There is off skis, both drivers trying to outbrake each other into that. Off skis going a little bit wide, so that's compromised his line. Conrad does get through to 3rd, but now 7.3 back from 2nd position. Off skis 4th. I will roll this smoke. I will. Where all the action is at the minute. Luke Doherty and Cutler are already stretching out. Conrad's run wide. He's run wide on the way into the cut-in. Oh, can he keep it straight? Almost just about keeps control of it through there. Has slowed off skis down a little bit. I think off skis was oh, and then gets it wrong on the way out. That's going to give Off-Skis a chance. I think Off-Skis put the brakes on just to try and avoid a possible spinning Conrad at any point there. So Luke Doherty now 3.1 seconds. His plan is working like a charm tonight. Race 2, he does have to start from the back of the pack. Here comes Cutler trying to chase him down, but still 3.1 seconds back. Conrad then 3rd, holding on to that one at the minute. Off skis wants that back though. He's 0.3 of a second back. Looking for the line. On the way into the chase. A little bit scruffy for Conrad. Keeps the speed up though. This is where we saw Conrad get his braking a little bit wrong earlier. Has he got it right tonight? Off skis closes up then. To head down towards turn 1 then. Not in a position to make a move here. Needs to hang on to the back end of Conrad Racing to make a possible move into Griffiths. He's had to back off the power so as not to run wide as well. Conrad Racing thought screw that, kept the power in, kicked up a bit of dirt, but he has pulled time over off skis. Now 0.8 seconds the gap. More work for off skis to do then. Damn it, Pad. So Scrabo in 5th. He's having a totally lonely race at the minute. 13 seconds in front to those top 4 drivers. And 30 seconds back, 30 seconds back to Waldy in 6th. He's also having a bit of a lonely one at the minute. He's got Foghorn Leghorn another 17 seconds back. A little bit of front end damage for Foghorn. Luke Doherty then continues to lead. A little bit of wear starting to show on those mediums at the front. Cutler's softs looking a little bit better on the wear. Sean, evening mate, how you doing? So he pulls another 0.3 of a second from Cutler. There is nothing that the championship leader can do about Luke at the minute. It didn't help that he stuck it in reverse off the grid and fired himself backwards into P4, but you know, he's got to live with that because that's now forever on the internet for everyone to see. Cutler. So Conrad third then pulled a bit more time off over Ofskis, 2.1, 2.2 seconds. Maybe just braving some of these faster turns. Yeah, here you go. Oh, you can see Ofski's just taking his time a little bit in there. Got the line a tiny bit wrong on the way in as well, so loses more time to Conrad racing in front. The gap now to 2.6. It's going to be about 2.8 by the time they cross the line. It does just hit 2.8 as Conrad crosses the line there then. Scrabo way out on his own, Waldy all out on his own, and Foghorn all out on his own. Oh, Luke getting turn 2 a little bit wrong, taking it a tiny bit wide. There's Cutler just coming through in the background, so he's pulled with that mistake from Luke. Tyre wear starting to stress him out a little bit. That gap down to, well, it was 2.9 seconds, but let's say 3 for a good measure. Medium tyres not looking like they're going to last as long as Luke wants. Cutler doing a better job on his softs at the minute. So Conrad Racing pulls a bit more time over Ofskis. No battles developing then at the minute, just gaps getting a little bit bigger. Yeah, it would have been nice to see a full lobby of 15 drivers in here all smashing it out around Bathurst. Makes for some good racing this circuit. Ofskis are now 3.7 seconds down. Nothing he can do about Conrad either. Conrad just carrying the speed through these turns. Watch Ofskis come through the same section. Oh, a little bit wrong through there as well, so that's more time lost. Just got to be careful. I mean, I know Scrabo's 22 seconds back, but more mistakes like that and he could put himself in danger. He's picked himself up a little bit of front end damage as well as Ofskis. Gap come down again between Luke and Cutler, down to 2.8. Luke in the pits this lap then, so those mediums not working out well for him. Cutler hangs it out on those softs. 5.5 minutes remaining of race 1. Start lap 5 then. Let's see where Luke Doherty comes out. He's not even in his pit box yet. So he's going to be way off the pace then, Luke, by the time he comes out. Conrad Racing goes through to take second. Ofskis. Don't think Ofskis is going to get back out of the pits before Luke. No, Luke's already out. Look, comes out in third. Right behind Conrad, but he has now got nearly 18 seconds to try and close up on Cutler, but he's got a fresh set of softs front and rear. See what he can do with those. Can he use them to get back in the fight with Cutler? Cutler's softs starting to look a little bit hurt now. He'll be struggling around some of these faster turns. Oh, Conrad then getting it wrong through BP cut-in, picks himself up a big chunk of penalties, some front-end damage as well. Luke Doherty still not got past him. This is not the section you want to be stuck behind a driver either. Get ourselves on with Luke, looking forward at that second position. Got the back marker of Foghorn to get past as well. Conrad Racing then in the fight with Luke. Luke trying to drive around the outside of him. What a move. Still battling it out with Conrad through there. What a drive by Luke, getting that position. And making up time on that first place. So the gap at 16.7 seconds. Don't think there's anything Conrad can do about Luke now. His tyre's a little bit too worn out. Still got that penalty to lose as well. What can Luke do in the next 3.5 minutes? Not enough, I don't think. Conrad then in third. Ofski's fourth. Scrabo fifth. Waldy in sixth. Foghorn seventh. And yeah, we lost WSR Corky in race one. There's Cutler going for the no stop. Gap down to 15.4, so there's another second that Luke's taken out of him, just in that back straight, really, in those last couple of corners. And now maybe Luke's thinking he should have stopped out for the last 5 minutes, maybe. Just tried to hold it together with those mediums. He'd got a couple of seconds between himself and Cutler anyway. Yes, Cutler would have closed the gap up, but Luke's not shy of defending. Gap only down to 14.7 between himself and first, then Cutler comfortably out front at the minute. Doherty then gap at 14.4. Conrad another 6.2 back. Doesn't look like he's stopping either. Ofski's at 10 seconds down from Conrad now. Scrabo still at 22 seconds back. We've got Waldy another 30 seconds back, and Foghorn. Foghorn's got more damage. More damage. Nearly 2 minutes down as well for Foghorn. Again, tricky circuit this one. Not very forgiving at all, this circuit, as you can see with all the concrete. So they will get one more lap in after this. Cutler, 12.2 seconds. That time nowhere near coming down quick enough for Luke Doherty's liking. He's trying his hardest, but like I say, possibly should have just thought about riding it out on those mediums, as bad as they were. Kicking off on track then, nobody close together anymore. So less than a minute on the clock. Cutler is going to see another lap. Luke Doherty is going to see another lap. Gap down to 11.5 between the first and second place drivers. Here comes Luke Doherty around that final turn. They are just the start-finish straight apart now. That is a long enough gap for Cutler to hold on to it. Another fastest lap there for Luke, 2:19.882. He did take the previous at 2:21.2. So the gap's still coming down, but again, just not quick enough. Doherty only just coming over the brow of that hill there then. Into Griffiths, not too quick Luke, don't put it in the wall. Takes another second out of Cutler, but again, still got 10.5 seconds to try and make up. Cutler's softs are absolutely screaming out at him right now, but he's only got to finish this lap. Luke Doherty giving it his all on that fresh set of mediums. I say fresh, they're looking a bit worse for wear now themselves. So we have got finishers now. Scrabo's crossed the line to take 5th. Foghorn's taken 7th. We just wait for Waldy, who's coming down the cut-in. Still on board with Cutler. Gap come down again, another second. So those tyres are working for Luke, but he needed maybe 2, maybe 3 more laps. Cutler taking it very cautiously through there. And Luke as well. Waldy then, with all the damage, comes across the line to take 6th. Sort of. Cutler then just comes through the chase, still holding 10 seconds over Luke. Just the final turn to negotiate. He shouldn't get this wrong. There he goes then. So, from an extremely poor start for Cutler, I say extremely poor, he still managed to stay in 2nd, but had it in reverse off the grid, smashed into the 4th place driver, put the 4th place driver all the way at the back of the pack. But like I say, managed to hold on to 2nd somehow into turn 1. Take the win. Luke Doherty then comes home to take 2nd. Conrad is going to come home, bit of off-roading, for 3rd. Off skis with just the final turn to go as well. He's going to come home for that 4th position. Yeah, so Luke shouldn't have pit, I don't think. Yeah, about 3 seconds on Cutler. For the amount of laps, yeah. A little bit late to pit there, maybe. So Cutler takes the win. More points on the board for him. Luke Doherty won't be happy with that. There he is. There he is, look. So annoyed. Told you. Shouldn't have pit. Oh, we've lost Corky completely. He's not even in the room anymore. So it looks like we're only going to get 7 drivers for race 2. It is a reverse grid. I can imagine, yeah, I can imagine you're a bit miffed with that. Being gifted a bit of a lucky start, really. With Cutler sticking in reverse off the grid. Yeah. Never mind. Got next race, mate. Yeah, so annoyed. Time to pit stop. Oh, don't do that. Cut. Or just sort of reading the damn thing. Time to pit stop in practice 14 seconds. In race it was 31 seconds. Well, there you go. Can't assume things like that, can you, Luke? Oh, night time for race 2 as well. You horror, but Cutler, you absolute horror. Some of these people don't like this track as it is. You brute. Dear. When you've got drivers behind you with lights flashing and coming into that tight cutting section. Yeah, you horrible, horrible man, Cutler. Fair play, it's not Berg at night, admittedly, but still pretty traumatic, this circuit in the dark. Like I say, especially early on when they're all going to be tightly packed, it's just going to be a bunch of headlights for the first few laps, I think. Here we go, we're not messing about. There you go, the flash of the lights. Look, let's put everyone off as they come into the turn so you can't see what you're doing. You get your braking point wrong. You put it in the wall. So down to 7 drivers then. Cutler is at the back. We've got Foghorn on pole, Waldy 2nd, Scrabo 3rd, Offskis 4th, Conrad 5th, Luke Doherty 6th, and Cutler in 7th. So yeah, all looks nice down here with the floodlights and all the cars' headlights all lighting up the track. You wait till they get over the mountain. Wait for these lights to drop. They're away now. Has Cutler got it in the right gear? Yes, he has. So all storming down to turn one then. We've got Off-Skis trying to make it. Sorry, it's Luke Doherty already punching his way through to second position for Luke Doherty. A fantastic start for him. Waldy then up front, followed by Luke Doherty. He has got Foghorn Leghorn for third. Scrabo is fourth. He's got Off-Skis right next to him. Might be able to get this position done as they come into Griffith. Who's that in the background? Is that Conrad just looking for that position as well? Scrabo far too hot into there, into the wall he goes. I think Conrad and Off-Skis get through and Cutler get through, so Scrabo far too hot into Griffiths. There you go, this is what they've got to look at. Let's get ourselves on board with the front man, which is now Luke Doherty. That's what he's seeing. So already out front, racing hards on the front this time, racing super softs on the back. He's looking to make this one last, but he's going to struggle with speed around these faster turns, but he is already pulling time, 2 seconds over Waldy in second. Bit of a gap then back to Foghorn as well, holding third. Foghorn's drifting it through there, into the wall he goes. Only picked up a bit of rear end damage. Cutler then slots himself through into third as well. He's already made his way through the pack as well. We've got all sorts of people getting it wrong. Scrabo, who was at the back of the pack, is now in fifth, which means that Conrad Racing's got it wrong. Oh, terribly, terribly wrong. And Off-Skis also looks like he's been off track. No damage. Now comes past Conrad. So yeah, maybe just getting it a little bit wrong through that fast turn with the, what's that one called? Skyline, is it? Philomini, I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, we've got Off-Skis and Foghorn side by side. Both drivers off track. Off-Skis into the wall. It's all kicking off. Conrad Racing then coming through. Who's that just getting it back on track? Is that Foghorn just getting it back on track? Yes, it is. Foghorn front and rear damage. Conrad then, he's got transmission damage, so he's in the pits. Front end damage for Off-Skis, but he's carrying it through. Scrabo as well has got front end damage. He's carrying on with that as well. Race leader Luke Doherty. Now, what? 7.8 second lead over second place Waldy. Waldy has still got 1.2 over Cutler as well, so Luke Doherty getting another great start. Can he make those hard tyres last this time? Maybe don't push them quite so much this time, Luke. Scrabo then up into fourth with other drivers pitting. He's still got Off-Skis behind him in fifth. Foghorn back out the pits, holding onto damage, but fresh set of hards on board for him. Sixth position. Conrad back out the pits, fully repaired, and fresh set of boots on as well. Fresh set of racing mediums for him. Luke Doherty. 9.2 seconds lead. Waldy still holding up Cutler as well. Cutler side by side with him as they head up towards Philomini. Oh, it's tricky through there, but he gets the job done. Into second then for Cutler. He's having to go defensive from Waldy into this next couple of turns as well. Down for the count has joined the room. D4TC, how you doing, brother? Oh, that's Waldy getting it all wrong. He's now put it in the wall in the cut-in. No damage, luckily, but way off the pace of Cutler now. So Cutler now has 10.5 seconds to try and close up. Let's call it 10 because of Luke Doherty's penalty. 10-second gap between himself and Luke. These two have been out front pretty much most of these races. The pair of them sitting, I'd say, probably 80 points higher than anyone else in the championship at the minute as well. Oh, Cutler getting it all wrong. Luke Doherty, how are you doing it? Gap up to 11.6 seconds. Cutler then getting it wrong through the chase. He's still got a penalty to lose, but he is still pulling time over the second place man. A bit of wear showing on those hards already. And if we jump back to the second place driver, his tyres look almost identical, but he's on the soft tyre. So Cutler is renowned for looking after tyres and saving fuel. So it's all about, can he keep them going to the end of the race like he did in race 1? He's not closing up on Luke at the minute. 12.5 seconds the gap. Waldy then 3.6 seconds down in third. Scrabo fourth still. He's 10 seconds back. He's still got 5.3 over Ofskis. Conrad Racing then up into sixth. He has still got Foghorn Leghorn giving him some grief at the minute. These two have been pretty close for a while. I think Conrad has just made his way back past Foghorn though for that sixth place. Foghorn carrying that damage, so he won't be at absolute full pace along these longer straights. Aero will be slowing him down a little bit. Oh, through Griffiths sideways, keeps it on the black stuff and not into the wall, but loses more time to Conrad in front. So back up with race leader, trying to lose his penalty, almost done it as well, just a point of a second left. And he's still got 12, nearly 13 seconds over second place. It is 13 seconds now over Cutler. Can't even see Luke Doherty on circuit at the minute. .7 seconds down. We see him just turning through the chase. No, he's already gone. He's already gone. Down towards final turn already for Luke Doherty. Here's then another fastest lap for him, 2:23.0. He's just put a 2:22 in as well, but I think he was holding his penalty for that. Still 12.5 seconds over second place Cutler. Big gaps then back to Scrabo. Waldy's now left the room. No, what's happened to Waldy? So Scrabo up to third then. How long is he going to hold on to that position for? He's got Ofskis pretty close behind him. A little bit of front end damage for both of these drivers. Possibly be Scrabo's highest result if he can finish in third. Seven minutes remaining. Still 1.5 between Ofskis and Scrabo. Only down to 6 drivers on track now though. Conrad Racing in 5th. 14.5 seconds down. And Foghorn Leghorn unfortunately. Oh, Foghorn. You really don't like the chase. 25 seconds down. Again, not picked up any more damage for Foghorn, but really getting it wrong in the chase several times tonight. So Luke just holding on to that 13, nearly 14 second lead. Sorry, 13 second lead. He'll have wanted the win in race 1 though as well. Kind of gifted it to Cutler with, oh, Cutler's dragged it into the wall as well. Yeah, he gifted the Cutler the win by coming in the pits for a fresh set of tyres. He should have just run those worn out mediums to the end, I think. Both drivers were struggling with tyre wear by the end of that one. It would have been a good fight. Down for the count has now left the room, but he wasn't in the race anyway. So Scrabo's still holding on to third. Ofskis closed half a second back up on him. Not quite. Is he going to get slipstream? Yes, he is. He just gets into the slipstream range as they hit this Conrad straight. 0.7 of a second and coming down slowly. stick in that slipstream range. It makes a difference. There you go. You can hear the wind difference as he gets in behind that car. Both drivers hard on the brakes into the chase. Scrabbo's got it wrong. It's gone far too deep into there. Off-skis comes back through then. And Scrabbo just disappearing in the distance now. 1.62 seconds down from off-skis, and it'll be more by the time they cross the line. Still a good result for Scrabbo if he finishes fourth. So Luke still not putting a foot wrong yet. 13.9 seconds. I say that just flicks to 14 seconds over the second place man Cutler. Yeah, I just think he's struggling on those softs a little bit now. Luke's hard, still giving him almost as much grip as he was getting in lap 1. He's put a 223, a 222 and a 223 in. Cutler has done it into the wall again, a 26, a 23 and a 24. That's where they're struggling on that change of direction. These cars, the back end just seems to sort of let go. Gets the gap down a little bit. Luke Doherty loses 0.3 of a second, but nothing to worry about at the minute. He's now only got 3.5 minutes to win this race. Fires it all the way down, hard on the brakes into the chase. Through there cleanly. See the tyre marks where some of the other drivers have been off tonight. There's a few of them. Doherty then hard on the brakes into this final turn. Still 3 minutes left. He's going to see 2 more laps of this circuit. Crosses the line to start lap 6 then. 14.1 seconds over Cutler. Nothing that Cutler can do. 31 seconds back for off-skis. Scrabbo still 4th, but now 4.3 seconds back. A little bit of front-end damage for him to contend with. Looking like he's going to be safe as well for that 4th. Conrad racing in 5th, but 40 seconds down. Foghorn Leghorn just giving us a fireworks show. And getting it a little bit wrong through there as well. That's one of the tricky corners on the circuit. Just have to lift a little bit on the way in. Is it raining? Oh, there you go. That downhill section of the cut-in is an absolute terror. Foghorn Leghorn, front and rear end damage. Got 3 of his wheels a bit bent now as well. Doherty just put in another 22, an actual 2:22.7, so it does take fastest lap of the race on that one as well. There's that same turn we've just seen Foghorn getting it slightly wrong on. Luke then carrying as much speed as possible into these turns, but again trying not to let that rear end step out on him. To Forest Elbow, 1 more trip round he's got then. 15 seconds over Cutler. Off-skis then another 35 seconds back. Scrabbo pulled a bit of time back, 2.9 seconds. So maybe a little mistake setting in for off-skis. Scrabbo something else to chase at. 36 seconds back still for Conrad, as he now gives us a little bit of fireworks show as well. Into the BP cut-in. Those fresh. Have you been in for another set of tyres there, Conrad? I think you have on lap 4, haven't you? For a set of supers on board. Foghorn still carrying all that damage. Luke Doherty then crosses the line to start this last lap. 26 seconds left on the race clock. It will only be himself and Cutler that finish a lap. Or they get an extra lap, sorry. Cutler just crosses the line with 20 seconds remaining. Off-skis is already 36 seconds back. Keeps it nice and tidy through the chase. Doesn't want to chuck it away there and hand the place to Scrabo. Scrabo getting it right this time. So off-skis, just this final turn to go. Don't chuck it in the bin now. Third place on the board. And he takes that final podium position then for off-skis. Scrabo is going to come in not too far behind him for fourth position. Conrad Racing then coming down the Conrad Straight, aptly named after himself. Aggressive driver Conrad, but it has cost him once or twice. Just like to carry the speed, but doesn't always work out in his favour. So it looks like he's going to come home in fifth then. Maybe. Damage. I didn't see that. So Foghorn coming down the Conrad Straight as well. He's just got a couple of turns to go, deciding he's not even going to bother with the chase this time. Going to keep his foot in, full speed. Back on track now then for Foghorn. So any Australians out there, don't talk to Foghorn for a week, maybe. He'll need time to recover, I think. Sixth place then. And we just wait for Luke Doherty then. Comes around that final turn, closing up on Foghorn by the end of that one. Takes first place. They lost all that time though to Cutler. Down to 9.4 seconds in the end. Bit of wear, bit of damage for Cutler, but he comes home for second. Off-skis third, Scrabo fourth, Conrad fifth, Foghorn sixth, and yeah, we lost Waldy in that one. Lost WSR Corky in the first one, and Waldy in the second. Shame. So, where are we next week? Sorry, other Luke, I've got to do other things. Okay, so this was round 7. Round 8 is next week, same time, same place, but it is from Red Bull Ring short track. So it cuts off after turn 1. It cuts back in about turn 4, I think. Yep. Is that going to be in the wet? Is that going to be in the wet, you maniacs? Probably. We'll see. But that's next week, 8 o'clock. I am back tomorrow night, I think. For the minis. I'll put a post up. I've not had full confirmation yet, but yeah, I'll put a post up if we are or if we're not, depending on. Other than that, there's nothing else on till Friday now for GTTCC. So it's just the minis, the Ford Focus, and the MRC's GTTCC at the minute I've got on. A couple of rounds left of the GTTCC. I think we've got 4 rounds left of the minis and 3 rounds left of this. Everything else on a mid-season, no, sorry, not mid-season break, it's end of the season. So yes, Monday night 8:30, Friday night 9 o'clock, and Sunday night 8 o'clock. That is about the lineup. So if you want to help my channel out, get yourselves over to buymeacoffee.com/dartsmoker and drop a little donation on there if you want. If you fancy a bit of merch and don't fancy giving your money to me for nothing, you want something in return, apart from obviously my beautiful voice and awesome commentary. I've got shirts available and stickers. Stickers are £3 a pair and free postage, and shirts are £22 plus free sticker and 1 free sticker and free postage in the UK. So hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you fancy any of that. Or get yourselves on the Facebook page Dark Smoker, etc, etc. big shout out to all the boys over at Creative Motorsport for this one. Big shout out to all the boys in the TANSO lobby as well. That's about it from me. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe, share it out. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.